Okay, good morning, everybody. Welcome to another big day for the Fargo Police Department and our community as we add some new officers to our staff. I'd like to recognize and thank our elected officials who are here, our Honor Guard Department staff, and especially our new officers, Alex Nelson, who comes from us from Minot PD with 8 years of experience, and Tumba Lusamba and Shaib Solavani. Both have graduated from the Fargo Police Academy, number 3, a couple of months ago, back in August. And most importantly, recognize the families of all of our new members. It was a pleasure to meet you over the past couple of weeks. We thank you for sharing your son and daughter with us in our new profession, their new profession, and our department. So much appreciated. Let's give them a round of applause, please. Before we continue, I'd like to welcome our Assistant City Administrator up for some remarks, Mike Redlinger. One mistake. Okay, good. Reverse that. Please stand for the Fargo Police Department Honor Guard. The United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Order, talk. Ready, face. Hold, talk. Thank you. You may be seated. And now we will turn it over to Mike Redlinger.
Thank you, Chief, and good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for being here today. And before I begin, I just want to acknowledge everybody for being here today, and I just want to congratulate our department's 3 newest officers. So just a quick round of applause for our new officers, please. And so let me also just offer my gratitude, my thanks to all of you, for being here today. We have gratitude for each and every one of you. Although you have very different experiences, very different backgrounds, what really unites all of you is your dedication to service, your dedication to be here to serve the public. This is a public that we all serve. And so you each have a steadfast resolve to serve the people around you. And for that, we're grateful and we thank you for that. As you embark on the next chapter of your careers, let's not forget about the values of perseverance that you displayed that got you here today. You all committed great time, great energy to be here today, and invest in yourself to become the best officer that you possibly can be for the Fargo Police Department. So for that, we thank you. You've each worked very hard to join Team Fargo. We're so very proud of you to be joining our department. Public safety professionals often interact with people at one of their most difficult and challenging times, perhaps of their entire lives. And it's during these difficult times that I encourage all of you to look back and think about what you learned, and not only in this process, but also why you chose to become a police officer and why you chose to work for the city of Fargo. And so we just ask that you remember that. And remember that this is your call to serve. Remember that let's not forget about what service means and what service means to those you serve when it relates to compassion. You wear that badge, you wear it with pride, and you wear it with great admiration, that you serve the community here. So on behalf of Team Fargo, I want to just express our sincere appreciation, our support for all of you. You have a courageous commitment to serve the citizens of Fargo, and we're very appreciative of that. Your passion and dedication to the community is truly unmatched. It's unlike any other. And so with that, we know that you're going to put the needs of others before your own. And please know that we are all here. We support you. We see your sacrifices that you've made. It doesn't go unnoticed. And we're just truly, truly grateful that you are joining Team Fargo. And thank you for being a part of being far more. I also want to offer greetings on behalf of Dr. Tim Mahoney, the mayor of the city of Fargo. He was not able to join us today. He was needing to travel for work. But he sends his greetings and his best regards and wishes you all the very best as you start your careers for the Fargo Police Department. Thank you so much.
Okay, so as you can see from our candidates' bios, our new officers are from all walks of life with a range of experience and skills. Alex, thanks for bringing your 8 years of experience, knowledge, skills, and ability to our department. Previously, your service as a training officer and a SWAT operator in Minot, I think are going to add to our already really good existing team that we have. We look forward to assimilating you into our team and allowing you to put your experience to use and continue to grow your career. So thank you for that. Intumba and Scheib, as FPD Academy number 3 graduates, extremely proud of both of you, as is the department. So congratulations on successful completion of the academy and now the taking of the next step here, joining the department and starting your long and rewarding career with Fargo PD. As you get ready for that career, just a couple things to keep in mind and remember that along with that comes a little change in your identity, right? So your mom, dad, son, right, and all the little nicknames that everyone calls you, that's all excellent. But remember kind of that that everything you do now will also be followed by, outside of your family, the title of Fargo police officer. So whether you're on or off duty, what you do matters, and you're always representing our department and our profession. That's why family, peer support, and wellness are so important to your future success. Your family, your peers, the peer support team that we have here at the department will help keep you grounded and assist you in your career journey. So stay in touch with all of those folks, talk to them. Wellness keeps you healthy, both physically, mentally, financially. So I would encourage you to engage in our department wellness program. And if at any juncture you feel that you need some additional assistance, there's no harm or shame in that. All you have to do is ask for assistance, and our department will be there for you to provide that. Okay, it's a hard career at times. Have extreme ups and extreme downs. So just know that we've got those systems in place, and we're continuing to develop them to support our most important asset, which is you folks on the ground that are providing service to our community. Our department team is continually growing and improving as we strive to attain our vision of a safe and unified community built on trust, accountability, and inclusion. We're doing this by enhancing our leadership and training, strengthening community relations, and continuing to grow a forward-thinking department. So as all of you prepare to join our department, a few things suggestions, advice for your future career aspirations. Number one, you'll need to be a leader. Leadership is the ability to influence human behavior to achieve organizational goals, while at the same time developing yourself, your team, and your organization for future success. As an officer on the street, as a member of this department, you are a leader. So oftentimes, especially new cops, may not see themselves as leaders, but the community views you as a leader. The person you're helping views you as a leader. And how do we influence them to achieve our organizational goals? The stars, the bars, badges, guns, our lawful authority granted by state law is not always the best means to garner that influence. Influence is gained by building relationships and treating everyone with dignity and respect. You must do this daily, both internally in our organization and externally with our community, the people that you provide service to, the ones that you engage with. Building that influence will increase your ability to control and garner respect. Nearly 100 years ago, Sir Robert Peel, the first commissioner of the London Metropolitan Police, established 9 principles for law enforcement. They're commonly referred to as the Peelian principles. We will not review all 9 this morning in the interest of time, although I'm sure you're excited to do that. But I do want to talk about principle number 3, which folds into what we're talking about. The police must secure the willing cooperation of the public in voluntary observance of the law to be able to secure and maintain public respect. So respect is a mutual thing. We need it in our profession to be successful, and we need to demonstrate it to those that we have contact with. Number 2, skepticism is healthy. It's a continual learning environment. You should never be afraid to ask questions, learn new things. You'll be learning from today until the day you retire. But remember that cynicism is deadly to our organization and profession. So if you find yourself or others in a rut in which they feel that nothing they do is either important or significant or negative in nature, steer clear of that. If you're in that rut, ask for some assistance, okay? Because that's not good for our organization. It's not good for the public service. Don't be afraid to try and fail. Better to try and fail than to fail to try. We understand that you'll do a lot of things that may not always work out the way that you would like them. As long as you're doing the right things for the right reasons, we stand behind you. Never take your position for granted. Remember how excited you are today. Even Alex, with 8 years of experience, is pretty excited, because he's moving to Fargo with his wife and family. But, in Tumba and Shive, this is day 1 of getting your badge pinned on. 25, 30 years from now, you should feel just as excited as you do today, looking back on all the successes and the good things that you've done in your policing career. Everything that you do is important. There is nothing that is insignificant. Every contact, every traffic stop, every time you speak with someone on the street is an opportunity to garner trust, support, and cooperation from our community, and we need that partnership to be successful. And lastly, remember our policing purpose, or your why. Why do we do this? What's our purpose? In large part, we're here to protect the vulnerable from harm by preserving life, peace, and property in that order. Plato famously said, "In a republic that honors the core of democracy, the greatest amount of power is given to those called guardians. Only those with the most impeccable character are chosen to bear the responsibility of protecting the democracy." You are now guardians of our Fargo community, and we have judged you to have high character. Competence is also important. You bring with you a basic level of competence that will continue to grow upon as you progress in your career. You are entering and continuing a very noble profession in which there is risk and stress, responsibility and expectation, but greater reward and satisfaction. We're in a challenging environment and have been so for some time. But as policing has done over the centuries, we continue to improve. We at Fargo PD and our profession are a resilient team. We're dedicated to your success and well-being as guardians of our Fargo community, and we thank you for joining our team and look forward to your future success. So now we get to kind of the badge pinning part. But before we pin badges on everyone, it's also important, along with all the other things that we talked about from a philosophical perspective, that you understand why the police wear a badge and what does the badge mean. Goes actually all the way back to the ancient Romans. The centurions had big shields that they carried over their left side. They protected their communities, and then over time, as law enforcement policing developed, the shield got smaller, but it's still on your left side, covering your heart, most vital organ. But it's also a symbol of public trust and authority that should not be tarnished, and it sits over your heart because for you to be successful in this profession, you have to serve from your heart. You have to be doing things in the best interest of the community. You have to have that commitment and passion to serve. On top of the badge, sits an eagle, which seems normal because that's the symbol of our country. But there's also a lot of symbolism between an eagle and what we in the policing profession do. Eagles nurture their young. They teach them how to fly. They teach them how to hunt. They hunt in pairs. And as they develop their skills, as they get close to being able to fly, the adult eagle will push the little eaglet out of the eyrie way up high on top and watch to see what happens. If they fly, they're good and they continue with their training. If they don't fly, they swoop down and catch them, bring them back up to the nest, more training. Just like our police training officers do with all of you as you get on the street. If you succeed, eagles reward with food. So we will have an array of donuts, bagels, power drink, something like that, power drink for you? Okay. Right? So to reward your success. Eagles also have incredible vision, which we also need to see what's going on, to see far, to see what's going on. Incredible strength in their talons to grasp prey. And again, they work and hunt together in teams just like we do in the policing profession. So that's why we wear a badge, and that's some of what the badge represents. So keep that in mind as you pin it on every day. And now we're ready to pin some badges on. So I would ask Alex and his wife Paige to come up. She's going to pin his badge on. Excellent. Did you get a good picture front-wise? Yeah. Okay. All right. Alex, if you just want to step over by the table, and thank you, Paige. In Tumba and her son, Joseph. Also want to recognize her husband, Domingos, out there. Thanks for coming, sir. So Joseph, who's 7, is going to handle this job for Mom. All set, buddy? Getting her? All right, nice job. All right, good job, Joseph. Go back by, well, yeah, there you go. Perfect. And Shaib and his mom, Amina. state your name. Having been appointed police officer within and for the city of Fargo, North Dakota, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the state of North Dakota, that I will faithfully and impartially, to the best of my knowledge and ability, perform the duties of said office according to law. I will also abide by the law enforcement code of ethics, as noted in my oath of office. Congratulations. Sign there. Where you can. Okay, this is the law enforcement oath of honor. Same thing one more time. On my honor, I will never betray my integrity, my character, or the public trust. I will treat all individuals with dignity and respect, ensure that my actions are dedicated to ensuring the safety of my community and the preservation of human life. I will always have the courage to hold myself and others accountable for our actions. I will always maintain the highest ethical standards and uphold the values of my community and the agency I serve. Congratulations. Nice job. Just want to thank our staff for all of their excellent work, our communications folks for putting everything together, our law enforcement families for their love and support, and our great Fargo community for their partnership. It's much appreciated. We're very excited to get these three out on the bricks, as they used to say, out in the community. So we will ask them to just step in front of the table, and we'll proceed with our department congratulatory reception line, after which we'll leave everything up here. If there's family that wants to take photos by the flags or with your loved one up here, that's perfectly fine. We'll leave that up for you for that purpose, okay? So if we want to proceed with the reception line, please. Thanks all of you for your attendance.